Hello and welcome to Ketter Farms. Hopefully you're all doing fine this good Tuesday evening here. We're getting everything set up. I think we've got everything moving and grooving here today. I moved the microphone around a little bit, so if things are a little bit out of sorts today, please let me know. Otherwise, I think we're going to be good. I made sure the steering wheel was plugged in and working ahead of the live stream this time. And yeah, we also updated the truck volume. So hopefully you guys aren't going to be getting blasted by that old truck. So we're going to be driving around the map a bit today, running some different stuff. Good to see y'all in chat. We've got Stranded Kansan in here already answering questions about American farming. I did post a link to the trailer there. Something we'll probably talk about a little bit throughout the live stream today. If y'all haven't seen it yet, the big news on the Independence Day there, 4th of July, was that I've been working on a game alongside Grant Hilbert from the squad and a few other people. So very excited to see that we've got our very own American farming game coming out here for mobile. And so we announced that just yesterday, and there will be a lot more information coming out about that over the coming weeks here. However, I think it's just kind of cool to finally be able to toss it out there and let people know what I've been working on behind the scenes. So, but let's catch up on chat here a little bit. Pleasant View Farms, how you doing? Legendary, good to see you in the chat as always. John Deere Farms, Tech for the Disabled, good to see you guys. Scorpion's Edge, nice to see you, man. Isaac, welcome to the stream, good to see you. So, yeah, so we're going to be doing a little bit more farming on Middleburg today, I think. I think that's going to be a good place to start out, at least. We've got a little bit of snow now on Middleburg. I moved the time forward a month, so we were in November last stream and had pretty much wrapped up everything there was to do. And now we're into December, and, yep, it's snowing here, so I don't know how much snow we're going to get, although I suspect that we'll get a fair amount as we get through the seasons here. Living on a player, good to see you, man. Hopefully your evening is going a little bit better than your afternoon did. And FFB Ullman, yeah, this has been a great map so far. I'm actually looking forward to it. We're going to get into, if we're lucky, planting season yet tonight, I think. We got a little bit of work to do down here at the distillery behind the farm here. Running this overnight, we generated quite a few barrels to be sold here. And we're running low on cracked corn, which I know we've got some. I brought one load down here with some water off camera. Whoopsies. And so we're going to go ahead and get this last pallet off the truck and tossed in there. And then I think we're going to need to buy us a, what do you call it? We're going to need to buy us a trailer for these things because getting them in and out of the truck bed is proving to be a little bit of a hassle here. And I think we've got some options that we're going to use. So we'll take a look at that here shortly. Brian Oxendine, how you doing, sir? Appreciate that $3 super chat. Let's see. You had a blast testing this one for Nitro? Yeah, exactly. This has just been a great map so far. Oh yeah, see, that's much better for the truck sounds. Nowhere near as overpowering. Let's see if we can take this on up to the yard here. Now that we've got the corn, cracked corn in there, what I want to do tonight is pick up a trailer. We'll haul the rest of our cracked corn down here. We need to also bring some water back up to the farm. I'm not sure. We were going to get a water fill point. I can't remember if I installed a mod for that or not, so I'll check that here real quick before we leave the farm. And then we're going to go get the rest of that cracked corn brought up here and see what we can do. Water tank, we'll use this base game one. It's only $3 grand. That's not too bad. I think I am going to put it back here so that I don't have to drive around quite so much. Because let's be honest, we are a little bit lazy. That's going to work out just fine. And if we're lucky, I really want to get to planting. Oh my goodness. Well, I just remembered what else we have to do here real quick, which is go start up the crash counter, because it's going to be one of those nights, I fear. Hey, Grayson, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. All right, crash counter needs to go to on. There we go. There we go. And let's see if that's going to work tonight. There we go. All right, we're already one up, and we're only, what, 5 minutes into the stream. It's going to be a good night. Hopefully, though, with where we've set up this water trigger, we can pull up right alongside this. I should have paid maybe a little bit more attention to where the fill side of it was. Nope, we're going to be good to go. And we're gonna put some water in here just to make sure that that's started before we head out on this adventure to pick up a trailer, get our cracked corn situated, and start selling off some of these barrels. And yep, this is gonna work great. Grayson, how much can I make from selling the whiskey? Hopefully quite a bit. I don't remember from last time exactly what we made, but it was a significant amount. So we're gonna get this filled up one more time. I think that the fill point can actually hold quite a bit of water. We probably could have got a bigger water trailer, but I just wanted to get started on things, so we're going to just use this little guy. We don't have to go very far, and honestly, I think 2 of these is gonna last like a day or more. So we are paying for our water this way. I figured there were a bunch of water fill points that I could have downloaded that I wouldn't have had to pay to get water, which would have made me happy. But I think given how much money we're going to make off of this, a little bit of money for that isn't going to hurt. I'm going to turn off manual attach again because I've been having some problems with that with some of the mods I'm using. And we'll get going. All right. This truck is tricky. Every time you put it in reverse, it wants to roll forward a bit first. Now, before we haul this up and get the trailer to start hauling for real, I think we can actually put a couple of these in the bed of the truck here. So we're gonna try and bring a couple up with us, hopefully enough to cover the cost of the trailer that I want to buy. Realistically, I think if I put the pallets in the longer way, I can get 2 or 3 in here. We'll probably just go with 2. We don't want to have too many struggles with the wheel wells and all that jazz. Things flying out as we go down the road. You know how it is. If we do that and strap them down, good to go. Stranded, don't drink all the profits, exactly. Scott Douglas, wonderful Eve, greetings from Alberta. Good to see you, man. Hopefully you had a wonderful, is it Canada Day up there on the 2nd of July? And where is this, where are these barrels going? That's the question. We gotta figure that out before we get too far here. So if I scroll down to the bottom of this list, December, we're still at a pretty high point, so I think I want to sell as much as possible in December here, and it looks like our high point is definitely this same sell point as last time, so we're gonna head on down over that way. And yeah, Pleasant View Farms, I was actually planning to do a live stream over the weekend, but some unfortunate things kind of came up that delayed our announcement. We were going to announce the game on Friday, but we got delayed and didn't announce until Monday. So I had hoped to live stream over the weekend, but between some different things popping up at the last minute and the weekend turning out to be busier than expected, it just didn't happen. So we're still hanging in there on our Tuesday time slot, though. So we're gonna get this going now. What I did do though is I started recording a new Let's Play series over the weekend. So we should have some videos popping up on the channel here soon. I've got a little bit of editing left to do, and we've got a new Let's Play series on a different map than this coming out here that'll be back to a video format, so that'll be a lot of fun. Looks like our sell point is over here. So let's see if we can zip over there, make a little bit of money, and then hopefully buy this trailer that I got my eye on. John Deere Farms, what happened to Deer Creek? The same thing that happens to a lot of my series. When I end up stepping away for a while, in the case of Deer Creek, I think I stepped away for a couple of months. I find it really hard to go back to a series, so we kind of just mothballed that series. Also, I was having, at the time, tons of trouble with the combination of the mods and Courseplay not working so great. Now, Courseplay is doing a lot better now. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I saw Courseplay came out as an official Mod Hub mod again, which is really cool that's out there now. And hopefully they're going to be posting updates to that a little bit more often. Although I think that you're always going to want to use GitHub if you want the latest and greatest with Courseplay. But excited to see that it's out there for people who aren't necessarily as interested in having to go through the hassle that can be doing things on GitHub sometimes. There we go. We had to get the straps off of these barrels. So if I toss this in here, we were at what, 7,000 it looked like. These are coming in at right about 3K a piece, which is pretty snazzy because we've got quite a few of them up there at the farm. So if we're selling those at 3K a piece, we're going to do pretty good tonight. We are going to grab this trailer now. I pushed the wrong button, so let's I've got this little John Deere hay wagon here that I can set up with straps and use that. I'm going to get rid of the head rack, and we're going to use this as our little haul stuff around trailer, I think. Mostly because it's nice and cheap. And I can always sell it later if I need to. Jeff, is there a price point set for American farming yet? So we weren't going to announce it yet, but we got so many questions about it that we did decide to put out there. We're still working on the final price, but our aim is to keep it under the $10 mark. So it should be single-digit dollars on Android and iOS. We've got to do a little bit more research on all the specifics there, you know, how much, you know, that's going to work out, but it should be under $10. And then there's a lot of questions that I can't answer, so I can only answer, there's that, the release date is sometime before the end of this year, and then I can only talk about things that are visible in the trailer. Everything else I have been reminded is off limits, and so it's been very hard to not say anything about it at all for the last 9 months here. But we'll see. We'll see how good I am at not spilling the beans on other things as time goes on here. Because as I start talking about things, I find that I slip up a bit. So I'm sure Grant's gonna be keeping an eye on me here to make sure that I'm not spilling the beans too much too early. So we might have to pop open the trailer at some point here and just kind of pause on some areas. It's funny, we've been talking about it a lot over the last 24 hours, and the things that people have noticed have been interesting, and the things that people haven't noticed or really commented on at all has also been very interesting. So I'll be very curious to see as we get more gameplay videos, trailers, things like that out over the coming weeks to get more and more feedback from people. So it's been very exciting to just start being able to talk about it, though. Hey, Faber Farming, good to see you. All right, we've got a trailer. Now I need to go pick up the rest of our cracked corn here. So let's see if we can find our way over there by memory without having to cheat and look it up on the map. We might get lost. Yeah, don't be the Tom Holland of the American farming world. Exactly. That's exactly who I am in this group, because I'm just going to be like talking about stuff left and right, and then my phone's going to start buzzing, and it's going to be Grant yelling at me because I wasn't supposed to say that, so it'll be good times. Alright, I think I'm going to hang a left here, because I'm pretty sure it's this big industrial complex right in the middle of town is where we left our cracked corn here. Dairy Legendary, saw the cows walking around, way cooler than static animals. Yep, that was something. I guess I don't know if I can say. I suppose I can say this. I actually am working on that system right now, so I'm actively involved in working on some of our animal pathing systems, animations, those kind of things, which has been fun and frustrating at the same time. But yes, our cows do move around within the pastures and the barns and stuff, so well, that'll be cool. And yeah, that's why Grant joined our Discord server. Was that earlier today or yesterday? He popped in there. He had to make sure I wasn't saying anything I shouldn't be saying, I'm pretty sure. Nah, I joke. Grant's actually been a really cool guy to work with, so a lot of fun working with him. All right, we've got 3 pallets here of cracked corn still to get up here. Can't wait to see how much total money we made. We've still got 800 bushels of corn in the bins, and I'm really tempted to just put all of that into cracked corn here tonight. Get that going, because I think this is making us a lot more money than just selling the corn would have. For sure. So we're going to bring all of this up here, strap it all down. Back up just a smidge so I can get spun around here. And let's go. Now, some of the questions. So, man, maybe I should... What do you guys think? Do you guys want me to pull up the 2-minute trailer and walk through some of the things in there real quick? Is that something that people would be interested in checking out? Hey, it's Polycount Taz. How you doing? We can definitely do that. Let's get this up to the farm, and then we'll switch gears. We'll take a quick look at the trailer, mostly because I'm super excited about it. And there's a couple of things there that I think I can point out that I haven't heard a lot of comments on that it got me excited, and I know Legendary will be excited about it. So we'll take a look at a couple things, and then tomorrow when I'm no longer on the project, it'll be because I said too much. No, I'm just kidding. Joe, when is it going to be out? It's going to be out before the end of the year. We don't have an exact release date set yet. We're still hammering out all the details. It's funny is there's a lot that goes into software development, and a lot of that is actually outside of our control to some degree. So we've got to go through testing and approval processes with both Android and iOS to get onto the appropriate stores. So we'll see how it goes. I can say that we've wanted to get it out for a long time. So it's one of those things, you know, it always takes longer than you think it's going to take to get it done. And so we debated about, you know, when the right time to announce the game was, how early before release do you announce it? Do you announce it before you have a specific date already in mind? And so we figured, you know, at this point there's, you know, 6 months left in the year. So, you know, announcing and making sure that we could get it done over the next 6 months and be confident that we could get it done before we said it'd be done before the end of the year was important to us. Hey Taz, it's been going well. It's been a busy weekend. I worked over it was a holiday weekend here in the US, so I worked a little bit over the weekend doing lots of stuff around announcing our new game over on the squad built side with American Farming. But and I also got a farm sim video recorded, so we're going to be launching a new Let's Play series here soon, so I can't wait. We've got a lot of stuff going on, both on and off the channel here. Hey Daxton, welcome to the stream, man. All right, I'm hoping that this trailer is low enough. I don't think it is, but I'm hoping it's low enough. I can just drive over this point and unstrap these and have it start taking them out, which it is. I just don't think I've got the trailer centered over that point very well. That's all right. We can fix this. We might have to add like a little roundabout down here or something so I can drive around the edge of these trees. Something like that. Yeah, maybe we'll do some terraforming next time. Let me get this park back up here by the, oh my goodness, by this tree, and we'll switch out and take a quick look at this trailer and answer some questions, get some people excited about a few things, hopefully. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna save this though, just in case Farm Sim crashes when I Alt Tab out of it, and we'll switch gears for a second. And let's see, which version of this? I need to pull up the official version of this, which is this one. I need to not play that music so I don't get a copyright strike on my own channel. We did, one of the fun things we did is get the rights to use, gosh, what's it called? International Harvester Song, which was a lot of fun. Going through that process and getting actual licensed music for our trailers. So, Farmer Tech 51, how you doing? And Jeff H, yeah, we've got team meetings in the evenings a lot of times. So that is definitely what was going on when I'm in a meeting half the night on Mondays and Thursdays. So, but we're gonna switch over here and pop open the trailer here if I can figure out how to pause this thing. So I do have to have the sound off for this. I apologize, but that's YouTube for you. And so pausing this thing is going to lead to some really weird artifacting and whatnot. But we'll dive into a few things here, and I'll just point out a couple of things that I was excited about to put in the trailer. Working with Grant and the rest of the team, there was a lot of things that we all wanted to try and put in here just to kind of share as many aspects of the game as we could. So Austin Farmer actually did a really good kind of a impressions video and watched the video and pointed out a lot of things as he watched it, which I thought was really cool. So we'll jump into here. I love the logo we came up with. We've got, some really cool farm setups and stuff. Grant did a lot of the work on the map and whatnot. So it was really fun working with Grant in a professional capacity here and seeing him build out a lot of the map and take his experience with that. And so, we're going to have, newer equipment. We've got quad tracks and bigger equipment. We've got a lot of old equipment in the game, which is going to be a lot of fun, I think, too, for people to get involved, both open cab tractors and some older cab tractors and stuff. We've got, I love that we got like the Umverfirth brand. So we're going to have, side dressing and different kinds of fertilizer mechanics in here, which is really cool, I think. We do have different styles of trucks and things. We did get we do have a dog in the game, so the dog can ride along with you, which I thought was pretty cool. And then I love this shot because this is actually one of the farms that I've worked a lot on recently, at least. And you'll notice that we've got cows here, that were breeding. So you've got calves walking around alongside the mother cows here. And so we've got that in the game, which I thought was a lot of fun, something a little bit different that you don't see in other games out there. And, we've got older equipment, newer equipment. So road track, the quad track road track version, I thought was a lot of fun. And then we do have anhydrous on the fields here. I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know if I can say which model this is, though, at this point. I actually worked on these gravity wagons quite a bit, so, you know, when I did it, I was like, and maybe it's cheesy, but I really liked that we got the mounded corn up on there, stuff like that, so I really like to... for me, it's exciting because it's like I worked on that, right? It's like I did that. That's cool. It's fun. So that was pretty cool. And then, you know, we've just got lots of different spots on the map here. You know, nice, you know, corn harvesting, you know, some of the more modern equipment. We do have the Brent avalanches in here. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Again, older equipment, newer equipment, you know, bigger and smaller equipment, which is pretty cool. We've got some pretty cool character customization stuff. I don't know if you guys saw, Grant stood up a TikTok and an Instagram channel for American Farmer as well. I posted a link to it in the members chat on Discord late last night, but we've also got character dancing. I can show that off. In fact, we'll pause here for 1 second and let me see if I can pull the TikTok video up because that's pretty cool. What is it? At American Farming Game, I think is our TikTok channel. Now I have to not get demonetized on this either. But you can see here, we're going to have some cool outfits and stuff. We've got dancing in the game, you know, like characters don't just walk around and stuff. We've got a lot of extra stuff coming into the game here. So I thought it was really cool for Grant to toss that together late last night and toss out there. And then let's see what else we've got. Again, older equipment. We've got narrow fronts on some of these older tractors. We do have pigs, hogs, and so you've got, you know, sows and piglets and, you know, weaners, you know, and so the pigs will grow up through the stages and go into a finishing building eventually. So lots of cool stuff like that. Again, you know, anhydrous. We've got, you know, bigger and smaller equipment in the game. Another system that I worked on, making sure that, you know, even though this is a mobile game, we got equipment that's going to flex with the terrain. So it's not just flat equipment. We've got lots and lots of really cool terrain that we can play around with. I'm pretty sure Grant said this in his video. Our map is based in central Iowa, you know, loosely based on that type of farming. So you're going to see a lot of terrain that's very similar to that kind of an area. You know, the dog actually walks around and stuff, which is pretty cool, I thought. You know, this is a shot of, you know, one of the town areas on the map. We've got dairy farm setups, and so you can see, you know, from the earlier screenshots of cows versus this, we've got different kinds of cows and cattle in the game, so that's really cool. You know, we did implement all the cool unloading and particle effects and stuff, which a lot of mobile games just don't bother with this kind of stuff. So, you know, we tried to go all out and make it, you know, as far as being a mobile game, we tried to make it as realistic as possible. So I thought a lot of this stuff was pretty cool. This is a feedlot, right? So you've got a lot of cows here. Well, I guess these aren't cows, they'd be cattle out here in the fields. And this is my, I'm going to have to work on all of my animal and livestock knowledge. So we've got a lot of animals on the map. And then you can see, this is one of my favorite shots. You can see she's squatting quite a bit. So, you know, we worked really hard to get pretty cool vehicle physics and have things be pretty realistic in the game from that regard. So lots of cool stuff. You know, crops growing up and different things. You know, we can harvest at all the weird angles and all that fun stuff. So, yeah, I don't know, lots of fun times. One thing that we put this shot in on purpose to kind of show it off, but, you know, we did work in having the work to ground actually show up in the direction that you're driving. So we've got all that into the game. It's not just going to be static directions, even though it's on mobile. So pretty cool stuff. And then, yeah, we've got quite a few brands already, and most likely going to be adding some more brands over time, just up to working out licensing deals with manufacturers and stuff. So I know we're always open, always talking to new people and whatnot. So I was really excited. We got some really solid brands to sign on with us here to start with. So it's been a lot of fun. But yeah, and if I'm ignoring some questions, there's a lot of questions that I can't answer. I can only talk to what's in the game trailer so far, unfortunately. So that's, you know, kind of a step through the first trailer here. We will be doing some other trailers over time. That's going to let us showcase different parts of the game and do things like that. But in the short term, you know, this is kind of the initial teaser, show off what we can talk about so far, and then we'll talk about more things as we get closer to release. But yeah, so with that, I'm gonna hop back over here, get Farm Sim loading up again, and try and shift my my mindset a little bit, because I don't want to say anything I'm not supposed to say. Yeah, the rolling coal customs in there, exactly. That was actually really cool to put some of those things in. Actually, it's funny. Everybody that's worked on the game has some kind of an Easter egg or something in the game that ties back to them in some way. And so it'll be kind of fun for people to find that as they start playing the game. If you've come from, you know, one of the communities of people that have worked on it, because we've got quite a few people that are contributed to the game now. So the team is growing, and we keep bringing more and more people onto the team as we start ramping up here and getting things moving. So I'm excited. We're working hard on this, you know, and for me, it's exciting to be able to finally explain, like, hey, I didn't disappear. I mean, I disappeared from the YouTube community here a little bit, but you know, I had a good reason. And now that the game is getting closer and closer to launch, I'll be able to start putting more content out there, talking about the game. You know, I'm still going to be playing Farm Sim. I have a lot of fun playing Farm Sim. But I will also be showcasing some stuff with American farming when it comes out here. So we'll see how it goes. Justin, I've been part of the Squad Built team since the beginning of last October, so a little over 9 months now. So it's been a bit. And that's where, you know, I know a lot of people. It was right before FS22 even came out, and so that's where, like, since FS22 has come out, like, I've really tapered off, which, you know, I think a lot of people would have expected, like, hey, there's a new game, you know, are you, you know, why aren't you putting out a lot more content? And it was just like, there's just not enough time in the day to be going hard on FS22 and working on this stuff. So, you know, I had to make some decisions and prioritize some things. You know, with having a family and kids and whatnot, it can be challenging to have too many things going on at once. So, Joe, what I can't really talk about any additional brands in any specificness, other than we're always having lots of conversations with lots of different brands. We would love to get as many people in the game as possible. So for sure, as we get more brands signed and we're able to bring them into the game, we'll definitely be sharing that information, because I think that's exciting both for us, you know, as a company, for you as a, you know, the player base, and then for the companies that we're partnering with. I know all the companies that we partnered with were super excited about our announcement yesterday. You know, we were the pinned tweet and I think Instagram post on the Case IH page today. So, you know, their social media folks are super happy about our announcement. And, you know, we've just had great partners on the brand side with all the brands that we've been working with. It's been really exciting to, you know, just get to meet some of these brands and talk to them and have them be, big fans of the community. A lot of them, knew Grant or knew of Grant from his different YouTube channels, whether that's his real life channel or his farm sim channel. And so it's been a lot of fun getting to work with these brands and get their stuff in game. So we're gonna keep going on that, and I would be surprised if we don't see more brands come to the game here over the coming months and years. All right, I'm concentrating here. I'm trying to get these barrels stacked without knocking everything over. Oh my goodness. There we go. All right, can I strap these down from in here? I can. All right, I want to get these all sold before the price goes down. And then I'll catch up for chat once I get out of these trees. Oh, we've made bad choices. There we go. Justin, have I actually played the game yet? Yes, I have played the game quite a bit. I'm one of those devs that comes from a background that you have to test your own code, and yeah, you can have testers that do testing, and honestly, QA folks are in a lot of ways have a different mindset than developers, and so it's good to have a mix of people looking at stuff. But I think everybody on the team has played the game and done a fair amount of their own testing on it, so. I've never actually talked to Michael Bowman before, but I have heard of the Farming USA games, and yeah, I know a lot of people that have said they're really good. I could never get over the graphics quality on them, so I never bought them, and I've yet to play them. It's funny, I've played the Farming Simulator mobile game off and on quite a bit, the different versions, and I should probably check out the Farming USA game at some point. Not necessarily to... you don't want to ever steal ideas from people, but I'm always just curious because people have already made comparisons to it, and it's that's an interesting comparison. I've never actually played the game myself, so I'd love to check it out at some point. Yeah, I know, Pleasant View Farms. This is not exactly the smoothest transportation of whiskey. Godly Devil, how you doing, man? Oh, I think I went too far. I think that was our turn. All right, we're gonna pull over here and turn around. I'm almost positive that's our turn. This is what I get for not tagging the sell point. Mr. Simulation, it's 101 degrees. Wow, that is too hot for me, sir. It was 86, 87 today, but felt like it was in the low 90s. And that was too hot for me, so. Yeah, Pleasant View Farms. Well, I'm hoping to pick up that Kinsey 8-row planter here yet this stream. We're gonna get this stuff sold, and then I think I'm gonna haul a load of corn up to the mill to get the cracked corn going, and then we might move the time forward a bit, depending on if we can afford that Kinsey planter or not. We'll see. We've got to keep the production systems running here because that apparently is where all of our money's going to be at. Now, what I'm curious about is if the other sell point let me do this, will this one let me do this? I could have probably backed in here, but oftentimes it's easier to just pull through. I've got a dog outside my window barking at me, which is awesome. Oh, okay. We almost made that. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna straighten this out just a little bit and then see if we can back this in. This truck just doesn't cut over very fast. Am I not as close? Oh, there I am. I'm close enough. Perfect. Yeah, that's some money now. So we've made a little over $30,000. So we're going to be able to pick up that planter no problem today, I think. We're going to run this trailer back up to the farm now and get the corn going. And on the way back, or after we get that, we'll go get the planter. And then we'll skip ahead till spring, I think. Yeah, Justin, the tires are going to be shot in no time. Exactly. Have I seen the shed full of orange you posted? Yeah, in the screenshots channel, Pleasant View Farms. That's a lot of orange for sure. You got to start making some white tractors now to go with that gleaner. Get a little bit of silver in there to mix it up. Livin, what is the favorite part of the game that you've seen so far? I think for me, quite honestly, and it's going to be weird to say this, but I actually like that we've got some of the older equipment in the game. I've had a lot of fun setting some of that up and playing around with it. And so, yeah, you'll be able to farm with modern equipment if that's your thing, but being able to start off a farm with older equipment, gravity wagons, that whole scene is going to be a lot of fun, I think. Joey, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Brody, do I know of a possible release date? Absolutely. It's going to be before the end of the year. In 2022, the game will release for sure. All right. Get this up to the farm here. We're cooking now, so if I recall, we just need to get the corn going. So we left the gravity wagon sitting out here, which is fine. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to need this to bring the cracked corn back up to the farm. And so I think a good spot to leave this that's going to be kind of out of the way is on the grass over here. So we'll drop this off like right here. And then because we exited the game, I wish the manual attach on and off setting would save between game loads. It's really annoying me. Let's go. Tech for the disabled, do you see any problems with Giant software? I'm not sure what you mean. Like, I don't have any problems with Giant software. I mean, I think that they've done a lot of cool stuff as a company. And I think that there's a lot of room in the market for more than one farming simulation game. I kind of said this in my Discord server, because we got into a lot of comparison type conversations, and I'll take this as a moment to kind of remind the community, it's good to have, conversation and, constructive criticism is okay, but definitely not looking to have a bashing session on any other game that's out there, right? I think different games have different priorities and, different features and functionality, and oh my gosh, we're going to lose this gravity wagon. And so I like to keep things very positive, constructive, and talk about things. And so, the squad built team, we took a direction. We're focusing on American-based farming, and that gives us both some freedom and I would say focus on what we're trying to bring to the game. And so that lets us just do some different things in the market than other people have done, which is, kind of what we were looking to do. So, but no, like I said earlier in the stream, like I'm planning to continue to make farming simulator content on my YouTube channel. Now, whether or not Giants has a problem with me doing that, that might be a different story. Given that I do now, I guess, technically work for a competing product. So I don't know how that'll shake out, but, from a YouTube perspective, what the heck am I doing? I'm talking and driving, folks. We got to put corn in this before we drive anywhere. My goodness. We're all over the place tonight. So, So we'll see how that goes, but my plan is to continue to make Farming Simulator content, as things move forward. And when our game comes out, I'll be making content on that platform as well. Yeah, Dirty Bird Farms right now, like, aside from announcing that the game is coming, there's a lot that I can't say yet. So we will be releasing much more specific details over the coming weeks, but not at this point in time. So, outside of what's physically in the trailer that you can see, I can't talk about too many details. We did talk about a lot of the specific things in the trailer that I think are fairly unique. Specifically, some of the stuff with our animal systems are very different than what I've seen in other games in the market. So. Oh my goodness, bouncy bouncies. The Mirrored, appreciate the super chat. You've got an RTX 2060 at 1440p and the FPS is in the 30s. Yeah, that sounds about right depending on what map you're on. I run a 2080 with similar resolution, I'm running a higher than 1440. I'm running into this bin here. I'm running full 4K, and so that'd be 2160, I think. And I'm running about between 45 and 60 FPS on this map, and this map has a ton of trees on it, so that's part of what's going on with that for sure. But on most maps, I can rock a solid 60 with a 2080. Now, the difference between a 2060 and a 2080, I think, is that the 2080 has more of the, does better with the DLSS, which I do have turned on. And that helps with your frame rate quite a bit. So if you're running a RTX 2060, I can't remember, but if you go in and adjust the DLSS settings, that should help your frame rates quite a bit. Carson, the only brands that we're able to officially announce at this point are the ones that were at the end of the announcement trailer. So as new brands get added to the game, you can bet that we will be announcing them on all of our social media platforms. Oh my goodness. That was close, folks. Yeah, Scorpion's Edge, I think this is the first map I've played that has really pushed my FPS down to where I kind of hover in the 40s a lot with all the trees. But again, I've got all my settings maxed out, so that does tend to have an effect on things. Yeah, Dirty Bird, like, exactly. There's just a lot of information that we haven't been able to work out yet that, we'll share down the road here. So hopefully soon. Yep, Brody, that's another question that I'm just not able to answer. All right. Cracked corn delivery, here we come. That took a minute. Pleasant View Farms, when you get the time, you're going to make a J&M version of that wagon? Nice. Yeah, actually, I'm looking at this. We've actually got the Kilbros brand in game. We might, you might see some Kilbros equipment coming to American Farming at some point. All right. So I'm kind of curious how fast this production point's going to move the corn here for us. because as soon as we get a load in here, I want to kind of crank the speed up a little bit and see if we can get out of this winter weather and into spring. I really want to get the planter going tonight. Well, I appreciate the comments of support here in the chat. I've seen a few of them now in the last few minutes, and I know we're really excited to get it out there. You know, and that was, I think, part of the reasoning for us to keep the price point low, is to make sure it's more accessible to the wider audience for sure. All right, our sell point, or not our sell point, our production point's right up here. I don't see any cars. We're gonna blow through this stop sign. What we need is a mod for Farming Simulator that adds like ATS style traffic laws, so that if you run a stop sign, it just like does the little ding thing and you get issued a ticket and it takes the money away from you. That would be funny. I'd turn that mod off after about 5 minutes kind of a way, but I went in the exit, and so now I've got to circle around here and see if I can find where I dump this to get my cracked corn. I think it's one of these. That's flour, grain, sell and buy. It's got to be around here somewhere, maybe right around this corner. Here we go, cracked corn production, nice. Alrighty. Brody, based on what you've seen in the trailer, I think it'll do good with or without multiplayer. Well, appreciate it. Brian was excited till you heard Grant was part of it, now not excited. Well, I will say, so, like, it's funny is I talked to Grant about this. You know, I am not the target audience for his YouTube channel, right? Like, he and I have very different approaches to YouTube. But as a professional, he's been a lot of fun to actually work with. So I wouldn't base your feelings on the game and the quality of the game and what we're going to have in the game based on, you know, just thinking about the squad as a YouTube channel. So they are definitely different entities there. And like I said, it's been awesome working with Grant. He's been a really cool guy to work with. All right, let's see here. I should probably take the short route back to the farm rather than the long route. I think we can get about 3 more loads of this into that production point, but we should probably make sure that the production point is actually working. So let's go in here. I think I got to turn this on like so. There we go. And now that's going to start cranking out cracked corn. And just to make sure we've got plenty of cracked corn here, we're going to need some more water down there though. So we're going to have to figure that out very soon here. Suzette, no, don't misunderstand me. It's not that I said I don't like Grant. I said that I'm not the target audience for his the Squad YouTube channel. Like, he just has a very different approach to playing Farm Sim than I do, and it's worked really well for him, right? You know, he's got, you know, well over 1 million subscribers, so I don't have a lot of time to watch different YouTube content, but you know, when I do, you know, I'm more get gravitated towards personalities like Farm Sim Guy and stuff. I love watching how they play the game and whatnot. And I think that's my point, is that there's a lot of different ways to play a game, a lot of different ways to approach creating YouTube content and stuff. And so it's always fun to find those different personalities out there on YouTube. Dylan, have I thought about playing on Medicine Creek? It's not by No Creek Farms, though. So I've been trying to stay to maps that are focused, or not focused, but are either converted by the original map maker, made new by a map maker, or made with permission by the original map maker. So I know there's a lot of unofficial conversions of different things from FS19, and I've been trying to steer clear of anything that was not done with the appropriate permission. So unless somebody has done that, I'm probably not going to end up playing on that map. Plus, I've been kind of avoiding playing on older FS19 maps because there's so many new FS22 maps that I haven't gotten a chance to play yet. So, hey, RGZ Gaming in the chat. How you doing, man? Good to see ya. Congrats on the announcement yesterday. Awesome to finally hear what you've been working on the past while. Yeah, we're super excited to be able to start talking about it. So, I've been dancing around talking about a lot of stuff today because I'm a talker and I'm going to let something slip. So I'm having to kind of stick to my script a little bit here. As funny as, you know, Grant was like, so you're going to show the trailer off and talk about it in the live stream? I'm like, I probably will, but you got to be careful what we say. We're still got a lot of things that are in flight and a lot of decisions that aren't finalized yet. So you gotta stick to the script and what we've already released publicly. Ashton Corners is great. Yeah, I was talking to MRG about that. I know he said he's got a couple of small fixes left to make on it. You know, that he's got, you know, in the back of his mind, things that need to be cleaned up still. But that's a map that I haven't checked out at all yet, and really want to give that a shot. I've played almost all of the maps that MRG put out for FS19, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what MRG has cooking over on that map. So we're gonna bounce our way back out of here. I think if we can get one more load out, because we're bringing 300 bushels out and we had 800 in the bin. So one more load after this one and we'll have all the corn brought up to the mill up here. Brian, you're doing all Kubota on it. Nice. Yeah, I know, Scorpion. That, like, it was as soon as we start talking about FSG and ArgZ, he's right there in the chat. The hair on the back of his neck must have been standing up. Save ourselves a trip around the block here and go straight this time. Get to the right driveway. Yeah, I'll say the Kubota DLC, I'm really excited that we've got better tire options, but I was really disappointed that we got rear row crop duals with, you know, more, you know, American style row crop spacing. Ooh, that was so close. But then we've still got clamp-on duals for the front. I was like, come on, come on. This is, hope you're doing well. Congrats on the announcement yesterday. Awesome to finally hear what you've been working on for the past while. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun getting to talk about it tonight for sure. I think people are probably going to get tired of me talking about it, especially when I can only say what I'm allowed to say, for at least for the next you know, couple of months probably. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we'll get some more videos out here soon that showcase some different elements of the game, and that'll give us some more things to talk about. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. We're getting a little bit more efficient here. Scorpion, you didn't understand the row crop tires either. First tractor, yeah. I was looking at it, and that was the first thing I noticed at the end when we were looking at them at the end of the live stream last time. Was just clicking, and it was like, huh, why are there clamp-ons on the front and not the back? Like, you know, at least it should be consistent, I would think, but who knows? Who knows? Well, Brian, at least it's still an orange tractor, right? The Alice Chalmers, the four-wheel drive. Now, I don't know if it's that much more horsepower than the M8, though. I don't recall what the horsepower works out on those. So, we bought that other trailer to make life a little bit easier here on us, but since we're here, can I just throw these pallets in the back of the truck? I think we can. And I think we will. I think I can get 3 in here. Oh, there's more than 3. Oh well. We'll make it work. If anything, we'll just get 3 in here and call it good enough. Yeah, I think 3 will be good enough. It'll keep our still going, because that price on stuff is going to start dropping really hard here after December. And so that's why we're kind of putting up with this dreary weather. Oh, we're losing the product here. There we go. Just shake it up a bit. Just like that. But this will save us a trip at least, which will be good. We're all about maximizing efficiency. Oh, it is quite a bit bigger. 300 horse. Nice, Brian. Austin, the goal is 200 likes today on this live stream. Nice. That would be a nice goal for sure. Not sure we'll get there. We're cutting cars off left and right tonight. So let's see, we got to check in on the distiller here when we get back up to the farm and see how that's going, because I think we're cranking through stuff, but we've also had the speed down. I just got a Steam achievement called Road Trip, so that's cool. We've been driving quite a bit on this map apparently. Let's do it. Anything over about 40 and this thing acts up a bit, which is probably realistic. I'm thinking we've got less than a wagon full left in the bin too, so we're almost done here. Almost done with this this production facility stuff. I think it would be nice to upgrade from the gravity wagon to a grain truck here at some point, but again, money's kind of tight right now, so we'll have to see how that goes. I should really be paying down some of our loan here, but I think our planter is gonna run about 30,000, so that's why I'm like kind of holding on to our money here. I want to get that purchased before we lose our money at the end of the month here to our interest and such. Let's see, I'm gonna spin around here in the yard real quick. See if we can line this up on the first pass this time. Oh, we're too far. There we go. Just got it. Yep. All right, so that's full. So I'm going to drop the trailer here real quick. We'll run this up, and this will be our last pass, and we'll be able to bring most of this cracked corn back in the bed of the pickup here, save ourselves some trips. So that's a double win. And we might need some more water down here too, so we'll check in on all of this. This should be the last bit of nonsense we've got here. And this is unloading nicely from the back of the truck, so let me just put the whole truck in the side of the building. Am I not in reverse? What's going on here? We're just scratching the paint up on the side of this building, something fierce. All I wanted to do was park it in the zone here. So the other two emptied, but for some reason this one's sitting up a little bit higher and won't do it. So we'll pull it out here. Whatever. No, we got plenty of water, plenty of cracked corn, so we're just cranking on making some more barrels here. I dig it. In that case, let's go get our last load brought up to the elevator and we can go pick up a planter. Oh, I'm excited. Pleasant View Farms sent me this this planter, almost a month ago now, to match up with the 8-row head that we've got for our combines. And so I've been really excited. Man, we're like 2 crash counters behind here. The bin and the building now. We're having quite the night here. But yeah, Pleasant View Farms got me this planter to try out, this older Kinsey planter a while ago. And I haven't had a chance to try it out on stream yet, so I'm really excited about that. Let's see here. I've been neglecting chat. How old were you when I drove my first tractor? Geez, probably 13, 14 to drive my first actual, like, full-size tractor. It was a 4240 John Deere. So I've always been partial to John Deere because that was the first set of tractors that I drove when I was a teenager. Pete's Adventures, you've been playing on the Olive Farm. Yeah, I really want to try grapes or olives or something in FS22. I haven't got a chance to really dive into it yet, but I'll probably do that here at some point. Maybe even on this map. Maybe once we get through, you know, a little bit of this survival playthrough and we win the game by paying off all of our debt here, we can buy some more areas of the map and go try them out. Maybe we'll do a multiplayer live stream. I know we've got a multiplayer server set up for this map, and so somebody actually just started farming on the big vineyard on the top of this map. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes. So we might have to jump on there and help them with some grape harvest or something. Keep it steady. Your wife has family in Mexico that grows sorghum, hoping to go down and see the harvest at some point. That would be awesome. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to get to see different types of crops and stuff. Hey, it's Ryan Lunt. How you doing, man? Good to see ya. Oh, this trailer's getting a little squirrely. Ryan, you were just out cultivating corn yesterday. Nice. Yeah, I haven't done that in 25 years now. I was actually, it's kind of interesting that you say that. I was wondering just the other day if people still run a cultivator out in grown corn. Hey, Velociraptor, how's it going? Last load of corn. I'm so glad to be done hauling this up here. Melville, appreciate you stopping by the stream. Have a good one. Yeah, Ryan, that's what we used to do is cultivate. Wow, that was weird. The tires were like hiding for a second there. We used to do it when it was pretty small. Because we did ridge farming, right? So we never plowed any of our fields. We just had the ridges that we planted back into every year. And then we did rotate the crops, obviously, but you always had those same ridges built up, and you would just run a cultivator down the middle and kill off some of the weeds the manual way that way. Wow, look at all of the cracked corn we've got now. We're gonna hop the fence here and take a few of these back, save ourselves some headaches. We're not gonna get very much of the barrels made here between now and the end of the day, so I think we've got plenty of cracked corn to keep going, and we'll come back up here and load the rest of these onto the trailer, which will be a lot quicker to get them all up there. But as long as we're here, we might as well bring 3 more back. Just like that. So no, Pete's Adventures no-till is something a little bit different. Like doing no-till isn't necessarily the same as I don't remember what it's called. You know, we called it ridge till. Oh, we've got bad lag. Lots of lag. And the YouTube numbers went from red to green right about now. Hopefully, the stream's coming back here. A little bit of a hiccup there. It looks like we're stabilizing now. I'm seeing the YouTube notifications come up and go away here, so hopefully that'll's better. We're gonna assume it is, since I've got green lights and chat's usually lag behind a minute or so. I feel like at least once a stream, the internet's gotta crap out for a little bit. Scorpion, all the farmland around you is being sold off. I'm like, gotta duck under my camera. I've got the chat in a weird spot, and it's going behind the camera. Yeah, it's funny. I've seen the same in the area around here too. Is a lot of the farmland is being turned into either residential or light commercial areas. So there's strip malls or housing development going on in all of the neighboring areas, and so we just keep slowly losing farmland year after year. It feels like. King Randy, you sent John Deere a letter about the American farming game. Nice. Thanks, Godly. Yes, this was, I mean, 3 trips. This is a bigger map than it looks like. You know, when you're just kind of getting out there, it feels like it's a small map because it's a lot of small time farming, you know, different small fields and stuff. But, oh my goodness. It being an actual 4X map, it takes a minute to get around here. I do need to probably finally break down and install auto drive on this save. I was trying to not use auto drive, just, I don't know, out of stubbornness, I'll say. So we might have to break down, now that we've got enough money to actually buy some things, we might have to break down and get auto drive on here to help us move equipment around the map sometimes so that we can keep moving on some more interesting things from time to time. Although it does give me a chance to catch up on chat a little bit when we're on the road. It's really interesting to me that it's always this middle pallet that won't start emptying. What is up with that? I must sit up just a smidge higher than the other ones. Alright, so that's all cranking, and we don't have another barrel made yet, so that's gonna take a minute or two. As long as we're here, I am gonna hook this up and get one more load of water in here, and then we'll go buy a planter. So what is a full trailer of water costing me is the question. Dun, dun, dun. $200. That's not too bad. That makes it feel a little less cheap with how much money we're going to make off of all this corn. Because I think if we've got, let's say that's 10,000 liters of cracked corn, I think it's a 5-to-1 mix. We'll get $3,000 per barrel, and that's 50 barrels right there if I'm counting right. So yeah, that's going to work out in our favor. Don't want to crash into that tree. Brian, have a good one. Appreciate you swinging by. Oh, we've got a Michigan fan in the audience. What's the best farm build you've done in FS22 so far? Ooh, I have not done that many farm builds in FS22. In fact, have I done any farm builds myself? I haven't. The next series that I do is going to have a farm build in it, so that's not out yet, but that's probably going to be the funnest farm build I've done, because I'm going to build a farm completely from scratch in that series. So I recorded the first video of that this weekend. I'll get that edited and posted out later in the week here, and we'll be starting off that new series, and that's going to have a new farm, a lot of new placeables that have come out in FS22 lately, and go from there. See how it goes. So I think that's probably the best one. You just can't see it yet. Now let's see here. We need to buy a planter. We have the planter all lined up here. I'm just not sure we do have enough money. Good. So we're going to get this nice 8-row Kenzie here. And we'll get it with some type of fertilizer. I think we've got some dry fertilizer. So I think we're going to do it with the dry tanks. And yeah, we're not going to get row markers. I'm liking this. This is going to be us. I could totally afford a DB60. Yeah. We need to carve our way out of debt here at some point. Now, I can probably tow an 8-row planter back with the truck, but the shop's not that far, and we've been driving the truck a lot, so I think I'm going to grab the Alice Chalmers here. We're going to be putting this on there, and we're going to get this tweaked up, repaired, and toss the rear duals back on, I think, for this. Boom. Just like that. Saskatchewan Rough Riders, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Where's my headphones? Put them on because I can't hear the game. I can actually hear the game. Unfortunately, that truck is a little bit loud. I turned the volume down this live stream, but it's a smidge loud, and then it skews the volume for everything else in the game, so the other tractors are not quite as loud as a result. So I'm still balancing that out here a little bit. I don't necessarily get a lot of time to clean up all the mods that I use. It really bugs me that, you know, modders don't like kind of balance the sounds of their mods against like base game level sounds. And so that particular truck is like 10 times louder than anything else in the game. And so it throws the sound off for everything else here. But I think we're done with the truck for a little bit, so I can actually crank up the base game sound here for a minute. It's been a second since I saved as well, which is always terrifying. There we go. Don't hit the tree, oh my goodness. Nick Stegman, welcome to the stream, man. Hopefully you're doing well. Apologies for not getting back to you, was that a week and a half ago, on hopping into your stream there, sir. The last couple of weeks got really busy leading up to our launch announcement this weekend, so we've been busy. Mr. D9, wonder if the new Let's Play series will have an old green tractor that isn't a deer in it. It's possible. So the new series, I don't want to ruin it too much, but might as well talk about it. I'm going to do something a little bit different in that, where the whole point of that series is for me to be able to showcase as many mods as I can while still playing somewhat realistically. And so we're gonna see if we can have a lot more variety going on in that particular stream. Kind of thinking about it in the way that I did like my old Millennial Farmer series, where I was like leasing different equipment or getting demo equipment on the save quite often, and then we'll find a good way to, you know, charge us a few dollars here and there for that. But I want to definitely be able to start using a lot of different mods. And like a series like this, you know, I'm having a lot of fun playing, you know, survival mode, I'll say, you know, where I'm at $250,000 or something in debt right now, right? And so I can't just buy whatever I want, where the other series we're going to do something a little bit fun, so. And I think we've got the planter sitting out here, good deal. We're gonna need some seed, but I'm almost positive I've got fertilizer, but I could be mistaken. Because we bought, we did some fertilizer contracts, and I'm pretty sure we had some left over. I should have looked in the shed before I drove all the way down here. We'll have to jump back up to the farm before we go too far. I'm really curious if I'm going to be able to bulk fill this at the co-op down the road here. All right, let's tab up here real quick. Yeah, we've got some fertilizer. So let's see if we can get some seed, and we'll be good to go. This thing doesn't fold up, so I've got to make sure that my gates are wide enough to get through here. I don't know what the bulk fill stations here are going to look like, so this could be a complete waste of time, but we're about to find out. Alright, we're through the first gate. Where's our seed? This is seed and fertilizer. Alright, so I can't get through here, but are we going to be lucky enough that the fill point extends past this? I'm going to come all the way. Oh, it's not got a collider in it. Well, we'll take advantage of that. Nope, it's not going to let me bulk fill it. Oh, I didn't have the boxes open. Let's try that. 1 second. Look at that. Perfect. 25 bushels. That seems like an appropriate amount. Zip, zip, zippity, let's go. We'll even turn the four ways on this time. Nick, it's been a while. Yeah, 8 months. Good times, sir. Good times. Man, YouTube's flaking out on me again, it looks like. Hopefully it keeps its act together here. Sam, have I tried the Dusty Trails mod? You think is what it's called? FSG has a whole video on the mod and a realistic feeling while driving on gravel roads and such. Yeah, I haven't tried it. I saw FSG's video or part of it, and it's in my queue to finish watching that video and then give the mod a try, because that looked like it'd be a lot of fun. Alright, it's December, so I gotta remember I can't just go start planting. We gotta get this all set up and then skip ahead a bit. So I guess I could be running the time up, because we've got nothing else to do today. In all the content I've watched between you and Grant, Clutch, MRG, I've never seen anyone showcase an Oliver mod. I know MRG has used an Oliver in a stream before. I'm almost positive. Which is, it's funny, so I'm not a huge Oliver guy, although I have to be careful saying that, because my uncle collects old Oliver tractors, or at least he did, and so I know he loves his Oliver tractors, and so I've seen a lot of old Oliver tractors in real life, but just never personally been a huge fan of them, but I know they're out there, so... I'm looking forward to. I know that there's a couple of Oliver mods that have made their way to FS22 now, so we'll check one out here at some point soon. Yeah, Scorpions should have stopped for some Dunkins. What we need is there a Casey's? I can't remember if there's a Casey's Pizza over there, but that's what we really need. Yeah, it's funny. I hadn't been to a Casey's Pizza in like 10 years, and then when I went out, I was visiting farms in September, and I stopped in. That's actually when I started working with Grant. When I stopped by his farm last September, it actually turned into kind of a job interview, and so he and I grabbed Casey's on the drive up to get his corn header. It was the first time I'd had Casey's in like 10 years. Good times. Pizza Adventures, I don't recall. I think that Dusty Trails mod is a Mod Hub mod, isn't it? At least we got the lime spread on our fields, so we won't have to worry about that. And if I remember right, Pleasant View Farms has this planter set up as a no-till? Question mark? I guess I've got a field cultivator, so it doesn't really matter. We'll find that out in the spring here. Nick, yes, the American farming game is going to be a mobile game. Oh, nice. We've got... I'm just now paying attention to unit convert stepping in here, giving me my yards instead of... bushels or liters or whatever for solid fertilizer. Very nice. All right, good time. So we've got the planter all set up and ready to go for spring here. And given how profitable our newfound corn setup is here, we're going to be putting corn back into these two fields. Now, we're nowhere near being able to afford buying a new farm, so... that's all set, and we don't really have enough money to pay down any debt, so that's a thing. Let's go back here and check and see if we've got one more barrel here. There you go, Dusty Lands, hasn't been released yet, in testing with Giants. Awesome mod though, have had the pleasure of testing out. Yeah, exactly, so that's gonna be a fun mod. I thought it was a Mod Hub mod, so stay tuned. Dan, how's it going, man? Good to see ya. We're tracking down our truck here. We need to take some barrels up to sell before we run out of good prices in December here. Pick up the rest of our cracked corn and get into some planting here before it's too late. We're going to pause time here while it's still dusk before it gets too dark. Let's see it. Oh, that one didn't want to pick up. What's going on? Stuck in the hill a little bit there. Just throwing this stuff all around. You're supposed to shake whiskey before you drink it, right? Have to check my monetization settings on YouTube. We're still gonna get penalized after this stream. We're not as clever as Clutch in watching what we call things. He's had much more experience than I have on this. Let's get this out of the back here. We'll get this stuff sold real quick. And oh my goodness, Road Warrior with the $20 super chat. What's up? Appreciate that, sir. You are too kind, and I can't believe we've crashed into this tiny little bush. We need a better driver on stream. No, I need a different path to get down there so that I can like get turned around with these trailers. I feel like I'm always getting hung up getting back out of there. Good times. Scooter's Workbench, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, man. Stranded, the question is, what's more unrealistic, super strength or the auto load mod? Yeah. Sadly, this trailer I think only supports auto loading bales. I would love to have it auto load the pallets for me too. If I could afford a skid loader, I probably still wouldn't use it because I'm terrible at that. The pallet fork physics, they've improved, I feel like, in FS22, but it's still a struggle. As long as you have the stream set as not for kids and talking about it, it's fine. There you go, RZ. Well, I definitely have that because when you set it for kids, you can't have comments or anything on your videos either, so. It's been a long time since I actually paid attention to any of the categories in YouTube. Like, when you mark it for monetization, you have to say you don't talk about, like, these 12 different topics, and I've just, like, I haven't looked at it since I did it the first time. That's probably terrible. Road Warrior, yes, this map can absolutely be downloaded. In fact, there's a link in the description of the video to Nitrodad's download page. So you can get it straight from the source there. I believe he's set up on itch.io page. SK trying to get me to divulge information. I unfortunately do not have a comment on that at this time. All right. 1 barrel. 2 barrels. And 3 barrels. Oh no, don't tip over. We need the money. Alright, so that's going to give us some money. Now, this is the struggle. So I think I'm going to pay down a little bit of the loan with that. Man, we got a huge loan. We've got seed. I wish I knew how far our seed was going to get us. We're going to pay this down because I'm going to have whiskey and I can sell that whiskey at a less optimal price if I need more spending money at a later point down the road. So we're going to do that. I need to get up to town to pick up the rest of those pallets of cracked corn. So we're going to do a little bit of UE in the woods here and take the road back over here towards town, I think. I think this is the right way. We'll find out. All right, I'm nervous. Yes, okay. It's the right way, folks. RZ, haha, I'm the same. Just tick the box unless they say otherwise. You're all good. Exactly. No, Road Warrior, you're good. It's we've been playing on the map for a while, and the question comes up often enough that I tossed it down there in the description, but it's a little bit buried. Yeah, you guys are giving me an idea for a new video for American Farming for one of our preview videos coming up down the road here. So I've got some ideas on some cool stuff to show you guys and see what you think. So I'm taking mental notes. Mr. D9, your grandparents' farm had a Super 88 Oliver, an 830, a 1070, and a 2290 case. Farm all 4. Wow, that's a lot of cool older equipment. No John Deere because of the lack of support in your area. Yeah, it's interesting. Is like that's what most farmers are, right? Like, you know, you have all these brand wars in some areas, but we were in an area at the time, at least, that John Deere was really the only major dealer in the immediate area. So, you know, the only people running Case were, you know, running some older stuff at the time because there used to be a dealer that had closed, and anybody running, you know, something that they'd bought in the last, decade or whatever was running John Deere because that was the only dealer in the area at the time. So you gotta buy what you can get serviced. I'm so lost right now. I'm trying to figure out where to go pick up these pallets. I'm just gonna follow the pollution. We got smokestacks up here. That's gotta be where the production facilities are. I think this is here. Around this curve, maybe. There we go. I think we're back, folks. The stream is, the internet just kind of flaked out there for a minute. Hopefully it stabilizes here. I've got flashing green and yellow lights, so you guys might catch up with me here in just a minute. It's always fascinating to watch the stream and see everybody reacting, and I'm like, is it me? Is it YouTube? Am I back now? Am I not? Who knows? We're gonna go with I'm back. Hit refresh, all up and going again. Yeah, thanks, Argsy. I always forget about that. It's always fascinating to me that even when the stream goes away, the chat keeps working just fine, so I can see everybody yelling at me that the stream's busted, but can't really do anything about it. Hey, Logan, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's a second time tonight that we've had some issues, so I don't know if the router is due for a reboot or what's going on. I have been doing all my updates lately. Internet's been stable up until recently. I'm actually worried we're having some kind of weird weather problem or something. Or better yet, somebody hit a Comcast line with a firework or something. We've had some massive fireworks even now that we're past the 4th. People are still setting stuff off lately. Oh my gosh, we've made so much of this. I think we've made mistakes. Well, no, we've just made lots and lots of money. Can I get one more on here, like half loaded? Or is this gonna be a disaster? I don't think there's another strap back there. We'll put it on top. Oh no, we've made mistakes. Can I get it on top? We'll stack them the other way to give us some stability here. Scorpion's Edge, heard some booms there tonight. Kind of annoying at this point. Yeah, I mean, I like fireworks as much as the next guy. I can't talk as well as the next guy, but I like fireworks. But I've got kids and a dog, and especially younger kids. And so I get kind of annoyed when the fireworks are still going off at 2 in the morning. Like, I'd really like my 5-year-old to go to sleep, because even if he doesn't go to sleep, he's going to get up at some stupid hour tomorrow and then just be cranky, and I got to deal with him all day. So he needs his sleep so that I can get my sleep. That's how it works. So I've definitely turned into that grumpy old guy as I've gotten older with kids. And I'm not sorry. I'm going to put these 3 across like this because we've got so many of them. Boom. There's way more of this cracked corn than I was counting on, folks. Way more of it. Because those gravity wagons were only 300 bushels a pop. I guess I don't know how many liters that was, but this stuff is definitely getting extra shook up here. Okay, come on, come on. Set down on there nicely, please. One more to go, folks. One last one. And I think we're all done with this stage of life. Oh, that's a bad idea. Perfect. I've never seen a more neatly loaded trailer. Strap that thing down and we're good to go. Road Warrior, July 5th is your favorite day, so you can see on the news how many idiots injured themselves. Yeah. Oofda. We almost dumped it. 19,000 liters of cracked corn. Nice. $300 bushels is 10,000 liters. Well, there you go. Vincent, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you again. Just think of all the money you're going to make. Yeah, this is just tons of money. I mean, it's going to take some time, and we're going to probably end up having to sell some of it at a less optimal price here, just because we won't have anywhere to store it. Maybe we'll have to get Perma's Modding's dry haul semi-trailer on here and just stuff it full of moonshine. Yeah, exactly, Stranded. This is one of those, like, you kick the tire, you pull on the strap a little bit. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. It's not going anywhere. See, folks? It's good to go. Oh, man. I got to start a YouTube Shorts or a TikTok channel for all my driving mishaps. Do my kids play FS22? Yeah, actually, my youngest does. My 5-year-old. Ooh, that guy almost ended me. My youngest plays a little bit for sure. At some point here, when he gets to be have a little bit more of an attention span, I would love to do a Let's Play series with him, because he's the most hilarious little guy when he's playing. He comes up with the funniest stories on why he's doing what he's doing and just does all kinds of crazy things. So it's been a lot of fun. But yeah, the older one, I actually tried to talk the older one into doing it as like a business thing. I'm like, I'll pay you. You come and run equipment for me while I'm doing the Let's Play. And he's just like, yeah, no thanks. Not doing it. Like, come on. Oh, my driving mishaps, that's going to be a long video. Well, I was thinking about, like, each one would get to be its own TikTok then. I'm too old for TikTok, though. Alright, yeah, I find it just so relaxing compared to a lot of games. That's what keeps me going on Farming Simulator. I like just sitting back and getting stuff done. Alright, so this is going to be more product than we know what to do with. So I think we'll be able to move things forward. I hate playing when it's kind of dark like this. I want to get back to the daylight, so we'll put all this in and then we'll start skipping forward, I think. We might need to drop one more load of water in here to keep up, though. Oh, come on. We might have hit that tree pretty hard. At least it's, for the most part, all going in. Let me take the straps off. We'll throw the rest of this off so I don't have to sit here and goof around with this trailer. It's just getting tossed into this distiller in there, right? It doesn't matter if it gets a little shook up at this stage. Just making a giant mess over here. What's up with this one? Does the pallet need to be flat, or? Yep, there we go. All right. So we got all those pallets from up at the elevator. We're gonna take a detour through the trees here. I do have to give Nitrodad some props for not completely closing me in down here with the trees, giving me enough room to get moving around a bit. Otherwise, we'd be having some struggles for sure. I think we're gonna park this trailer right back here. Nice out of the way spot. And we don't have to use the pickup for this. I could probably bring that farm all down here and run the water back and forth. Oh my goodness, especially because we're gonna just wreck this pickup, crashing it into the tree repeatedly. I'm curious, there's got to be a mod that like lets you, kind of like the old, gosh, what was the name of that mod? Where for seasons for animals, you could buy the thing that would auto put water into your feed troughs for you. I wonder if there's a mod that'll do that for a production point like this. That's what I'd like. Road Warrior, if you think Kedrick Farms is bad at driving, then you would sadly be mistaken. Looks like a pro compared to you driving. Nice. Yeah, Stranded at privilege of seeing a little Kedrick Farms FS video, and can agree it's hilarious. Yeah, I did share a little bit of my youngest driving with some of the staff team a while back. Good times. Logan, odd how the hay wagon doesn't have a back. I took it off. You can put the back on there. It's got the rack on the back for stacking hay. I just took it off for the purposes of using it for pallets. Yeah, this is why you don't text and drive, folks. Right on, Scorpion. We're gonna get one more load of water here. I wrecked that pickup about 7 crashes ago. Yeah, I agree. This thing has gotten totaled out every stream, I think. Yes, there's a mod container and extension silos that is blue that is meant for greenhouses, but it does work on some animal pens and productions. That might work. I'll have to give that a shot because I would definitely like to stop moving water back and forth 500 gallons at a time. But not tonight. Tonight, we're going to skip time for it. We're going to go a little bit longer than usual, especially since we missed a stream. And I want to get this planter into the field. We're going to start planting. One more load of water, and we're going to go jump into spring here, I think. Here we go. All right, so how far do I need to move to get planting? We want to plant corn, which is April. So we need to get all the way to April. That's going to cost us a pretty penny. All right, so let's get this clock moving. I don't want to move it too fast because bad things happen. Stop going backwards. I'm gonna get spun around here, and then I don't think we have a sleep trigger. I could be wrong. So that's why I'm fast forwarding time right now rather than doing something else. I'm gonna move the time forward a little bit faster as soon as I get into the next day here. Yeah, that loan interest is just killing us. We paid down a little bit on it, but we've still got quite a bit. You can put more than one down at the same place. Nice. Logan, I watched someone try to stake bales on a hay wagon. They had no back. Unfortunately, the tractor lurched forward. Yeah, all the bales go flying off the back. Exactly, yep. I used to stack small squares when I was younger, and that was definitely a thing that could happen. So well, I'm just taking a quick look at this to make sure there wasn't anything that I had to change for making this no-till or not. You sleep in the doghouse? Is that true? Because that's kind of funny if it is. Oh, you're right. That's hilarious. All right, good to know. So let's take a quick look here. I'm pretty sure our price is dropping through the floor on this. Not too bad, actually. It was right around $3, so we've still got a little bit of time here. We could sell one more batch to cover the skipping time forward bit here. So let's go do that real quick. Let's see how many barrels we got and see if we can keep our funds from being negative too much. Hey, hello from Kentucky. Good to see you, Jolly. Ty, where do you get the mod to show gallons and stuff? That's a mod called Unit Convert that was released by Thundar Modding. And he's got an itch.io page. I actually did a video on it when Unit Convert came out for FS22, so if you check that video out, you'll find a link to his mod there. And we got to get the trailer. We got a lot more barrels down here than I expected, which is a good problem to have. So let's get this trailer going. Get this stuff sold off. We're going to make a pretty profit here, which is going to cover all of this downtime in the winter. I do wish that this trailer had auto load though, but that's all right. We're gonna load it back to front this time so that we're not running into ourselves so much. Like that. We're really hoping that those barrels on the back aren't gonna fall off. I don't know if there's a strap back there. And they're just popping out of storage right back out here. So we've got so many barrels. We are really gonna need a bigger trailer and some auto load capabilities here to keep this running efficiently in future streams. Which is fine, because we may actually have the money to be able to afford to do that at some point here. So many barrels. Road Warrior, do you know if anyone has made a Gleaner Combine mod? They have. Pleasant View Farms released one on his itch.io page recently, and he's just now putting together some headers for it as well. So I think he's released both a corn and a grain header for it now, so a cutter head. And so if you check out, I can't remember the link exactly, it's like pleasantviewfarms.itch.io, but if you go to my Discord server in the FS22 links, or FS22 mods folder, you'll find all his stuff posted there. Yep, I'll be showcasing that Gleaner in my new Let's Play series. That's going to be our starting combine. What are you doing, Barrel? All right. Money, here we go. Godly Devil, the header is out. Yeah, I know he was working on it, so that's awesome. Excited to play with that a bit more here. Yeah, it would be a nice upgrade on this farm at some point, but we're a long way away from having the money to afford a gleaner or a combine upgrade in general on this this particular playthrough. Oh, there we go. SK's got you with the link as well. Appreciate it, sir. And where are we going with this, folks? It looks like the best price is this Min's Bar. So let's tag that and figure out where we're going. I'm guessing that's in town. Gleaner, aka the Silver Cedar. Nice, that's kind of harsh. That's kind of harsh. But not a new one. I've heard that one before. Road Warrior, appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate the donation as always, sir. Have a good rest of your evening. Oh my goodness, this thing is getting out of hand. Apparently 30 is too fast. This driveway entrance is just extra bumpy here, so I think once things get bouncing, it's pretty hard to get them back on track. Oh, here we go. And I left it on 10x speed all this time. That's why it's getting dark again. We're gonna slow this down so that we can get to the sell point before dark. I don't want to go more than one day without getting into the negative or going negative past the end of the day. Yeah, King Randy, that's a question I can't answer at this point in time. Scorpion's Edge, your fourth was spent in the immigration line at the airport. I've been there. We, where did we go? We've traveled a few times over the holiday weekend, and then you try and come back, you know, and it's just lines at airports on holiday weekends are never fun. Hey, it's Perma. How you doing? We're wishing we had your semi-trailer on this save. We've got way too many barrels and not enough trailer space for it. I also wish we could afford a semi and a trailer like that on this save, but that's a whole nother problem to worry about too. Global entry is the best thing in the world. Yeah, when I was traveling internationally twice a month for a while there, it was nice. You know, I had the status with the airlines. I, you know, had all the fast lines at the Detroit airport and the TSA quick check stuff. It was those were the days. Of course, I'd travel with my family and not be able to take advantage of any of that. I have no idea what just happened, folks. I hit the brakes and we just spun all the way around. It's one of those days. I'm trying to figure out how to even get into this parking lot. I guess there's an entrance over here too. I'm not even hitting anything. What am I hitting? There's nothing there. Alright, let's unping that now that we know where it's at. Boom. Oh, I didn't pick up those. I didn't get close enough, apparently. That's alright. Let's, unstrapify those things. Get a little bit closer there, and we'll just throw some of these off if we can. Like so. Perfect. Now, we're not as worried about the money problems there. We will, repay down a bit. We'll keep enough to cover the interests and things that we need to pay so that we're not cheating here. And we'll get this thing back up to the farm, and we'll turn this clock back up so that we can start planting. Trying to remember the best way to get back to the farm from these back squirrely roads here. You'd think I'd just leave the map on. Somehow I keep turning the map off. I think, whoa, when I pop it up, I turn it off rather than back to the on and minimized position. Need to upgrade all of us to global entry. They had a line going as well. Yeah. I'm sure driving physics are better in American farming. That's the hope. King Randy, like being totally honest, it looks better than real FS. Yeah, I can't wait to get the playable version out there for people, and then see some of the feedback and comments. It's interesting working on a mobile game and knowing that everybody's going to compare your mobile game to a physical PC-based game. And so that's like always in the back of my head when I'm working on it, right? Is just knowing that, you know, even though it's a mobile game, you know, everybody that's going to play it is most likely going to be comparing it to a PC game. So we'll see how we hold up. Oh my goodness, here's our in-cab view, man. It's like so dark you can barely see the road in front of you. This is we're gonna get stuck on something. This is one of the things I don't like about nighttime in Farm Sim, is like it's just too dark. You can't see anything. Like, I'm sure this looks horrible on the stream. I mean, I can't even see where I'm going. Like, the trees are popping up 3 feet in front of me. If I didn't have the mini-map on, I wouldn't know if I'd gone past my farm yet or not. Could make some good, scary videos with this, though. Okay, there's a driveway right around here somewhere. I know it. There it is. Oh, the sun's starting to come up here, or is it still going down, just the direction I was heading? Man, this is kind of a spooky-looking farmyard at this time of night. Alright, we're fast-forwarding. You know the old saying, beginning if you can't take a joke? Yeah. Man, I'm missing all the chat here while I'm driving. We'll, let me pull it out to the side here so I can see see everything again. I'm gonna get in trouble for trying to bait Kedrick into sharing classified info. Yeah, exactly. All right, come on, daytime. Where's my daytime? All right, we've got some daylight. I'm gonna slow us down a little bit. I want to drive this down now to see what how many more barrels we've already got down here. Because I didn't think this was going to be barrel driving simulator, but holy buckets, we've got a ton of them down here again. So I don't really need the money right this moment. I mean, I'd love to pay down more of the loan, which this would let me do. But let me look at this production line here. Like, we're gonna make a lot more here. I'm gonna just let this run. We'll catch back up with it, but the goal for tonight was actually to get into spring. So I think we're gonna cost ourselves a little bit of money here and skip forward. We need to get 1 month or 2 months forward here still. March, April. We need to get 2 months forward. I think we're just gonna skip it. Your taillight is getting ready to pop there. Probably. There's probably just the reflection on it there. All right, while we're going at 500x, I'll load the trailer up one more time. Because why not? Oh, come back. I do wish that you wouldn't lose your hold on pallets and stuff so easily when you're super strengthening it. I wish it would hold on to them just a little bit better. Because I want to be able to jump around and fling them left and right and stuff without having them pop off. Although, it's funny, being into game development now, like I know exactly how they've accomplished grabbing the barrels and why, you know, your player loses them when he turns too fast. Like from a game system perspective on the behind the scenes, like I understand the technical reason why that happens. Doesn't make it any less annoying, but I know why it happens. So that's been the fun part about building my own game is, you know, it's like, oh, I know why that does it like that now. I know why these things work the way they do. Now the question is always, you know, can you find a better way to do them yourself? But I think it grants me a little bit more, I guess, respect for what the Giants team and Farming Simulator has accomplished over the years with the with their engine and how they've done things and improved it game after game. And so definitely have an appreciation for all the work that they've put into things over the years. Oh, the barrels, they just keep coming. All right, we're almost there. We're going to put 2 more in. I don't know if we're going to make another trip, though. We're into March now. We needed to get to April, I think, so we might be able to make a trip here while it's moving forward. Boom. This will be that episode where we did nothing but drive barrels back and forth. Alright, let's get out of here. I haven't put water into it in a while. I know we're going to run out of water at some point. Oh, no, no, no. What did we forget to do, folks? We forgot to strap the barrels down before spinning around that corner. Yes, we did. Alright, well, lessons learned? Probably not. I think we only lost 2. Maybe 3. Because I love pallets. This is the funnest part of the game for me. Goodness. Oh, it started raining, and now I can't walk up here. There's like an invisible pallet there or something. I don't know what's going on, but there's something invisible that I got hung up on there. This is going to be... It went from being a fairly neatly stacked load of barrels to a very ugly load of barrels. That's all right. Okay. Argsy, you may have already, but what has my involvement been so far? Coding, gameplay, models, assets? Yeah, so I am not an art guy. We've got an amazing art guy on the team that does all of our stuff. In fact, we've got a couple of artists on the team. We've got a guy that does technical art, like all the models, buildings, that kind of stuff in the game, and then we've got a different guy that does all of our like character art and animations and stuff. And then I am a developer on the team. So actually, if you go to the Squad Built website, we have a our squad page that kind of outlines all the people on the team. But yeah, I'm one of the lead developers on the team. So did a lot of the back-end game systems, worked on a lot of vehicle systems, a lot of animal systems, economy, like all that kind of stuff. So most likely, if there's a bug in the game, you're probably going to be blaming me, because I have touched almost every game system now at this point. So, but yeah, we've got myself and another gentleman that have been doing most of the heavy lifting with the code, and then we've got one other coder that started a few months back that's been getting involved in just about everything. So I think by the time we're done, all three of us will have touched most of the game systems. And let's drop the time down to 1x now. Come on, I'm going 20 miles an hour. This road is so bumpy. It's finally April. We can start planting as soon as we're done with this nightmare of hauling all these barrels. Stop. Why is there no brakes on this trailer? My goodness. That car is totally going to T-bone this trailer. We just need to see where we're taking all this stuff. I forgot to even look. Oh, wow. It's actually over $3. Well, here we go. Where is this place? Over there it is. I don't think we're even going to drive this truck back. We're going to sell this and tab right into the tractor and start planting. I had been hauling this stuff in 5th gear originally, but now this is like in 4th gear. Look at how bad it is. It's probably because I've loaded the trailer so poorly. And so it's swaying because the center of mass is thrown off by having the barrels so far off the side of the wheels. Vincent, I hope someday you're going to bring it out for consoles. The trailer looks awesome. Yeah, I mean, I can't talk about future plans at this point, but you know, who knows what the future holds. I think at this point we're focusing on getting this game released and making sure it's the best it can be. I know from a personal perspective, I'd definitely like to see us to keep doing more. So I guess that really just depends on how successful we are. Oh my gosh, you stopped to look at the map. Almost hit that pole. We're going for like double-digit crash counter here tonight, I guess. The brakes on this truck are just non-existent. All right. Here we go. How do we get into this place? Because I'm sure that hedge has a collision. Scooter's Workbench. Will there be a modding system that can be added by third parties? No. From a mobile game perspective, that would that was something that we looked at, and that would be out of the realm of possibility for us at this point. Allowing mods on mobile is just not going to happen at this point in time. We haven't specifically talked about, talking about that publicly, but I feel pretty confident in making that statement and not getting in any trouble for it. No, I grabbed the truck instead of the barrel. still strapped down. That's why I'm having so much trouble here, folks. I'm like, why can't I pick up a barrel? Oh, right. Much better. We're gonna shut this down. We'll come back and pick this up later. Let's plant some corn here, folks. So I believe this planter has been set up as a no-till planter, but if we're wrong, we'll have to grab the field cultivator here and tackle cultivating with the other tractor ahead of us. Boop, 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 boop. We've got our handy precision farming indicator up here. So like doing that flashing thing again? Yeah. Let's see. I think 8 row fits through here. Indeed it does. So let's see, how do I want to do this? We don't have GPS. I think we're going to plant the rows actually in the same direction that the field texture is right now, because I think that's going to give me the best turning around space here. And I'm going to hit F1 and make sure we're on automatic for everything. Looks like we are. I don't like how that's jumping back and forth there, to be honest. I want to look at the precision farming map real quick here. Looks like we're getting appropriate levels of nitrogen though, so I guess we'll just not be worried about it. Vincent, judging by the trailer, your point of view is you think you guys are going to go very far, and congrats. So I appreciate it, sir. Jordan, is the game going to be free for mobile? Nope, we actually did announce it's going to, it is going to be I guess on Android it's called a premium game. It will cost less than $10 though. That's what we're targeting right now for a price point. We're still working out those details. There's a lot that goes into that, but that's the hope. And look at that, we've got a nice planted texture on here too. I dig that a lot. Looks all nice and smoothed out with our straight lines here for where we planted at on nice 30-inch spacing. I like it. Scooter, I don't think I can answer that one yet. Oh, I'm really liking this. I know Pleasant View Farms had to jump off a while ago, but this is a sweet looking planter setup here. I'm loving these planting textures too on the field. I guess I knew that we had new planting textures. I just haven't gotten this far in a save in a while, so whoops, why is all the buttons are going funky on me. There we go. I maybe should have put the planter markers on, since we don't have GPS right now. Would have made this a little bit easier. That's all right. We're gonna just keep winging it. I do need to drop our gear down a little bit here. Let's see, second's no good, third is better. Yeah, we'll do third. There we go. Now we're planting, folks. And with the money we're starting to bring in now with these barrels going up to the various establishments around the map, we might be able to actually afford some upgrades to make that process a lot smoother for us here. And that's just going to continue to fund some upgrades for some better equipment and whatnot here at some point. think the first thing I'm going to do is buy a GPS for this old Ellis Chalmers. That's going to make our life much easier for planting and field work and stuff here. In fact, I know that's, what, 10 grand? How much money do I have? We've got the money. Maybe I should just do that. I would love some GPS right about now. Do I like planting? I do actually like planting. Especially from a farm sim perspective, I'd say, you know, planting and harvesting are my two favorite activities. I'm not a big fan of tillage, at least not deep tillage like plowing or ripping and stuff, because it's so slow. So that's where helpers and auto drive or helpers and course play come in for me. But planting and harvesting I kind of love to do on my own a lot. In real life, I wasn't as big a fan of planting, primarily because there was a lot going on that you had to pay attention to, and I was always worried that I was going to mess it up, you know, and that, you know, then you just don't have a crop, right? If the seeds don't even get in the ground right, you just end up without a crop at all, and that's a bad day. All right, let's do it. We're going to do it, folks. Which key is it? There it is. Customize. We're gonna... Oh, it's 15 grand? Oh my goodness, this is such a waste of money. We're gonna take some downtime. Toss a GPS unit in here. A little bit of auto steer. Let's see if I can remember how to turn this on. I've got hotkeys for it and everything. And off we go. Boom, just like that. We're all about convenience today, folks. Upgrading all kinds of stuff on the farm. We've got new trailers, we've got new planters, we've got GPS. There we go. Let's see if we can keep this working. Mr. Simulation, where did I get the tractor? This was done by Pleasant View Farms, and he released it on his itch.io page. The link is also on my Discord server, so if you jump in there, we have an FS22 mod links channel, and the link is in there. I did have some problems with Anhydrous and Courseplay back when I was doing it on Deer Creek, but Courseplay has since made some improvements, and I guess it depends on what Anhydrous tool you're using, whether or not you're having problems. But I know using the latest version of Courseplay fixed a lot of the issues I was having trying to do Anhydrous back in the day. So I would definitely, Dan, check and see if you've got a the most up-to-date version of Courseplay. And then sometimes I have found, depending on the implement, you have to get it all turned on before you start Courseplay. It helps a little bit. There we go. That's a good screenshot. Does anybody know a workaround for the delete function in the construction tab in FS22? Not sure what you mean there, Deer King. Oh, that's so much better. Now we're cruising. Now we're knocking out the acres. Yeah, this farm's starting to come together pretty good. In fact, we should probably repay some more of this here loan. We're not going to put ourselves completely in the hole because I know we're going to need some more materials here. We're at 65% of our corn, 65% of our solid fertilizer now. I've got plenty of fertilizer in the shed, I think, to finish up the other field, but we're going to need some more seed here. Yeah, there you go, Scooter. DJ's got good videos on lots of stuff for sure. Yeah, I know there's been a couple of things I think that were introduced with the patch that I just haven't quite run into yet, because I haven't honestly played that many times since the new patch came out. Got some nice window glare there on the Alice Chalmers. I guess we could go in cab of it. Looking good, looking good. We've got to get some gauges in here next. It's exciting to be back into farming our own fields here. We did so many contracts there in the fall on some of the other parts of the map, but for some reason there's just something that feels nice about getting into your own fields and working them, even when it is a game. And hopefully I'm not going to hit that fence. Looks like I'm good. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Here we go. To delete stuff now, since the new patch, click on landscaping and then go to the delete demolish function and it'll work. Yeah, I know they added some new, or they moved some stuff around. Under landscaping, yeah, I don't know where that is now. F1. Yeah, I've honestly not played much with the new tools in FS22 here for construction outside of building some farms. I've got the terrain painting and the raising and lowering and stuff down, but I've not had a need to delete buildings that often, I guess. I do like having variable seed and the automatic fertilizer stuff, but man, that flashing back and forth is really annoying. It's on the right-hand edge. It was grayed out. Oh, there it is. Yep. Yeah, it's kind of hiding there. You've got to move your mouse over it to get the demolish, and then you can click on things and deal with it. There you go. ArgZ always with the save for me. This is like when my wife asked me if I looked for something, you know, and it's like right in front of my face. Like, I looked, it wasn't there. When you got landscaping highlighted, go across to demolish at the top. Yeah. That's what I was missing there. You don't, do you have to go to landscaping to get there? I think it's just always right there. But yeah, that's where it's hiding. Even though the seeds are technically set up backwards. Alrighty. I do like that these, the rates are coming out approximately even on these, like, that isn't guaranteed, especially with variable rate on the fertilizer here, well, and on the seed usage, but it's going to be nice that we use our fertilizer and our corn at the same rate while we're going here. Oh, Deer King, you're on console, so it might just be a console issue. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not super familiar with the console side of things there. Yeah, some of those tools I think would be difficult to use with a controller, I feel like, but I've never actually tried it. Yeah, this tractor is a perfect matchup with this planter, I feel like. We've got plenty of power and we're just knocking it out. In fact, I'm probably a gear too high here. There we go, that's probably a better planting gear. Get those nice engine sounds. Yeah, I've been really enjoying using some of this older equipment in this playthrough. I mean, I definitely want to get back to using some modern stuff. I think in the Let's Play series, we're going to be playing with some of the Kubota stuff and some different tractors and mods, old and new, so that'll be fun. But this one is just a lot of fun. Mr. Simulation, no, I have not played Ashton Corners yet. I was talking to MRG about it over the weekend, and definitely a map I want to check out here at some point. I've heard good things from most people. Alright, I think that's it for this end of the field. So we're gonna zip back down over here and get the other end. It's just a little bit. Ryan, am I excited for Volvo coming to FS22? So I guess I'll say not really, because it's Volvo construction equipment, which means it's probably just gonna be like their front loaders and, you know, stuff. So it's mostly like logging style equipment, I feel like, because Volvo doesn't really have much in the way of true ag equipment, I don't think. And I don't think Volvo construction means that we're gonna get any of their semis or anything. Not that I'm particularly a big fan of Volvo semis, but they aren't uncommon. I've seen a few of them around. In fact, I think like is it Clark Farms has a Volvo semi, one of the farm YouTubers. So definitely curious to see what they're going to add besides the one front loader that they showed off. So I'll wait. I'll hold my opinion fully until we see what they've got in store for us. But right now, if it's just logging equipment, I'm gonna be like, okay. We did a little bit of logging on a live stream a month or two back here, and it didn't go so well. It was pretty painful. And it's pretty painful because I'm just bad at it. There we go. Now we're cranking. Got another 3 rounds here. We had fun. Okay, we did have fun, but it was the painful kind of fun. We had fun because it was so painful. Space Dust, haven't played FS22 in a while. Recommend a good map. Do you like big equipment or small equipment? Do you like animals or not? If you want a good smaller equipment map, I'd highly recommend the map we're on tonight, which is Middleburg, or another map that I've really enjoyed. I did a live stream on it a while back called Farmville. That was a really cool map with a lot of smaller fields. This is a 4X map and has a lot of detail on it, and so you know, it runs good, but you know, I do have a beefier PC, so you might notice some FPS drops if your computer's not, you know, up to snuff, so to speak. But Farmville's a standard size map and is really well laid out, especially for small to mid-size equipment. If you're looking to do some bigger farming, or I'll also toss Westby out there. Westby is a great map for small to mid-size equipment, also a 4X map. If you're looking for really big equipment, we've been running Huron 16X map on one of the multiplayer servers, and that has been a lot of fun. It's a big map though, and we have had a couple of issues with it, although I think since the patch most of those issues have gotten resolved. But it's huge, and there's some really big fields on it, and it's been a lot of fun as a multiplayer server to see people trying to tackle some of these big fields and doing potato or cotton harvesting on some of these giant fields. And so that's a really good map. And then if you're looking for something, I would say more, not a 16X, but more in the mid to large scale range, Green Valley. Oh, yep, there's Dan. Green Valley would be a great map to check out that's going to let you run that mid to large size equipment on it while feeling big but not too big. And I did a couple live streams on that, I think. I didn't play a series on it, but that map is really solid. I will say it doesn't remind me a lot of Nebraska, but it's a great map. So if you're not too hung up on the fact that it's a Nebraska map that has a lot of hills and stuff, where I feel like most of the places in Nebraska I was at were fairly flat, it's just a great map. And DJ Modding put a lot of hard work into that map, and it really shows. But I will say I'm admittedly massively behind on maps. I think Mr. Simulation was in the chat earlier. He did a really cool map that I played around with on a live stream that was a standard size map but had really big fields. I'm forgetting the name of that map now, but that was a lot of fun as well. So I would recommend checking out any of those. Man, YouTube has gone the way of Twitch. I've got a little flashing pop-up over here that's saying, now would be a good time to insert ads. You can make more money by inserting ads while more viewers are watching. Like, no thank you. Cole County, yes, that's a good map. Yep, that's the one I'm talking about from Mr. Simulation. Thank you, Dan. And that's my biggest problem with FS22 right now, is there's so many good maps out that I just haven't gotten a chance to put any time on due to being so busy with American farming. So we're trying to correct that here. We're gonna try and get this Let's Play series going and crank through things, because I think we're gonna keep live streaming on this one. This one's a lot of fun, I think, to do as part of a live stream, and then we'll keep the other series as a video only, so I can move through that a little bit faster pace. Yeah, so Stone Valley, that just came out. I haven't gotten a chance to play on that one at all yet. In fact, that's one that I didn't really play much. I played a little bit on FS19, but not much. So that one I can't speak to because I haven't actually played on it, but great suggestion. Yeah, King Randy, for my live streams, I actually set it up so that we don't have any non-skippable ads during the live streams anymore. So I'll turn ads back on for the video after the fact, but if you're here watching it live, you might get ads on the side, you might get an ad that pops up, but you'll always be able to skip the ads during the live stream because, well, frankly, I just find it annoying when you can't skip the ads in the middle of something that's live. So that's how I've been running it for the last few months here, unless I forget to adjust the settings, but that's my take on that. Alright, so we've knocked out a field, we've got some fertilizer, we need to pick up some more seed at some point. We'll probably do that with the pickup. We'll probably bring a pallet of seed back up to the farm when we run our barrels up or back next. But I think for tonight, we're gonna call things here. We've made some progress. We're finally back into spring here, getting some real farm work done on the farm. And we made a good amount of money off of selling some barrels around the map here. So we're going to definitely keep going on this next live stream. So we'll be back on Tuesday next week and cranking on getting the rest of our spring work done here. We may also have to figure out how we're going to spray, do some herbicide and stuff on the farm here. I think we've got a good old sprayer mod set up here that we're going to use. So we'll be taking a look at all that stuff here next stream most likely. And since we talked about it so much, stay tuned for more information about American farming over the next few weeks. I'm looking forward to being able to share some more detail, some more gameplay stuff. And at some point, hopefully sooner than later, we may even be able to do some preview live streams on the new game. So I'm working on that. We're working out the details of what we're going to be allowed to show and not show. But we'll get some early access live streams going on the new game at some point here as well. So stay tuned for all that. And as always, appreciate the support. Have a wonderful evening. That's all for today. Kedrick out.